Hey, here are 10 hidden or lesser known RuneLite features you don't know about. I'm an inventory setup-aholic. So the worst part about getting a new upgrade is having to update all the inventory setups. To fix this, equip your new upgrade, hold shift and right click the inventory spot, and now click update all slots from equipment, and then hit OK. All of your equipment setups that previously used that item will use the new item. This is nice for things like the rune pouch upgrade, equipment upgrades, clue gear upgrades, and when you upgrade your fire cape to the inferno cape. A lot of people probably aren't aware of this one because it used to be against the rules, but during the curse beta, everyone was worried about losing their muscle memory, so Jagex allowed it. If you right-click the prayer icon and click Enable Prayer Reordering, you can drag prayers wherever you want. You can also right-click them to hide them or unhide them. Set it up how you like, and then remember to disable it after you set it up so it stays that way and you don't accidentally drag something during combat. I personally like my main offensive prayers next to my protection prayers, as well as these for the occasional PKing or PVM thing. I need protection item, and then some of these have niche uses like LMS. Did you know you can drag virtually all the windows on your RuneLite screen? Just hold Alt and left click a menu and you can put it wherever you want. So you can make your screen look beautiful like this, so you have all your information in 1 square inch. If you mess it up and you want to put things back to their spot, just hold Alt and right click them. And they'll jump right back to their spots. This is nice for trouble brewing, where I can just drag the menu above the hopper and spam click the bucket of water, making it even more AFK than normal. The same concept applies to the Wilderness Prayer Altar. Just drag your inventory right above the altar and start spam clicking. I'm tempted to bonk him to scare him. It also has PVM applications if you want your inventory and your prayer tabs closer to your character, so it's easier to switch your prayers as you're moving around. Some things in this game need extra attention. If you're an iron and somebody calls out an imp, you probably want to nab that. If you're in Nex and you get targeted as a sacrifice, you need to run away immediately. If somebody is talking to you, you might not want to ignore them. There are 3 plugins I use to make my notifications work how I want. The first is chat notifications. Any of these words that pop up in the chat, either through a game message or through somebody typing them, will give me a notification. Some of the ones I like to do are my name in case somebody's talking to me, Implings, because I like Implings, Brimstone, so I don't miss my Brimstone keys, and I did run for Nex, because when she targets you, she tells you to run, but a lot of people like to talk about herb runs, so I'll probably switch this to sacrifice. The next one I use is Idle Notifier. This just makes my AFKing a little bit easier when I'm working from home. If I'm doing AFK Slayer, I can make sure it notifies me if my hit points or prayer gets low, and it'll pop to the front of my screen, flashing. The biggest thing you need to make sure to toggle is in the RuneLite plugin. Under the notification settings, I switch request focus to force, and then the flash, I want flash until cancelled. I would recommend switching the notification flash to a color you like. I don't like seeing the bright red every time it notifies me. There have been several times I want to know what's in my inventory without having the inventory open. Take fungi for example. I have my equipment tab open usually for quick teleports, so it'd be nice to know when I'm full. The inventory viewer allows me to see what's in my inventory without having to switch tabs, so I can be extra relaxed. It was shocking to me how many of my clanmates were DCing at stars after just 5 minutes. Just turn this on. It changes your logout timer to 25 minutes. It makes AFKing so much better. For all you work from home folks, there is this amazing feature in RuneLite. You can set this up to monitor whatever easy grind you have going on in the back. So if I'm editing this video, I've got a little picture-in-picture screen down at the bottom. You can even set it up so it's got your HP bar and your prayer bar to the side, so if you're AFK in Slayer like I am right now, you're not going to accidentally die. If anything happens, like a superior monster or you need to bank, you can just click on the picture-in-picture and it full screens it, so you can do whatever you need, pick up the fire runes, kill the gargoyle, and then go back to the project, edit whatever you need to do. This is how I have mine set up. I like it in the bottom right, and I do the smaller target size, just so it doesn't take up too much of my screen space, but play with it a little bit and figure out what works best for you. Most of us are aware that RuneLite can customize what holding shift and clicking can do. Let's see how we can optimize that. In the bank, we can set shift click to withdraw a certain amount and what happens while we're holding shift in our inventory. This makes it so I can gear up really quick, because I usually have my withdraw set on all, so I can withdraw all my bolts, and then I can just click on everything else, and I'll just pull out one of them. Then I can equip them real quick by holding shift and just clicking all of them. This is also nice for the potions because instead of withdrawing all, I can just double click and withdraw 2. If I need to pre-pot, I can do the same thing. I can be in my bank, but then I just shift click on those to consume them and pre-pot and be ready nice and quick. I can also use this to make very annoying grinds like Super Glass make pretty easy. I'll just switch my withdraw X to 18 for 18 buckets of sand, and then my shift click is still at 1, so I just click 3 times, and it's ready. You can also set shift click to buy 50, making your shopscape much easier. This is also very useful in PVM to set your shift click to walk so you can step underneath the boss easily. This is quickly becoming my favorite feature for clues. Under the clue coordinate, you can shift, right click, and set a note on your clue scroll. So for example, when I use my nexus for clues, my nexus is a bit of a mess, so I'm not sure which letter anything is. I know Demonic Ruins is Anacarl though, so if I look where Anacarl is, I can see I have it set to the key L, so an easy note for this clue would just be L. This way, right when I click on the teleport menu, I can just type L and I'm going to the right spot. Most of us are familiar with the NPC Indicators plugin. You can hold shift and right click an enemy to tag them. Did you know though that RuneLite recently updated the NPC Indicator plugin? Now after we tag a monster, we can hold shift and right click them again, and we can select either their color or their style. So if I want to color the throwers green just to make my life easier, I can. And then for the mages, I could color them all blue. This just makes my life a little bit easier in the monkey room. Thank you guys so much for watching. If any of these tips helped you out, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. If you know of any other features that I missed, please let me know. I'm always looking to learn new things. Thank you so much and have a great day.